If indeed you are looking to have a serious relationship that will lead to marriage and you intend to spend the rest of your life with this person, then you should be intentional about your search or whom you accept in your life. It is not a one-time thing or a night fling where you can wake up the next morning and move on. Once you are in for the rest of your life, along with either the pain or the joy that accompanies it, except you choose the route of divorce. So, this is the million-dollar question. How do I recognize my soulmate? How do I know the perfect match for me? While there have been several signs written in hundreds of books out there, people still fall victim, and someone who they once thought to be the perfect fit for them could turn out to be the exact opposite later on. However, here are some proven signs that a person is your soulmate. Unexplainable affection. A soulmate has been said to be someone with whom you share a deep connection and are compatible. The connection you have borders on the realm of the spiritual, such that you can tell instinctively what is going on with the other person, even without seeing them physically. When someone is your soulmate, you can tell intuitively that you are meant to be together. Beyond this gut feeling, there is usually a confirmation within your spirit as a believer that tells you you have found the right one. Sometimes, when asked the reason for your conviction, you might not be able to say specifically what it is that binds you to, but it will be present notwithstanding. Sometimes, you find yourself finishing each other's speeches, saying aloud what the other person is thinking, feeling uneasy when something is wrong with the other person, and in some rare cases, experiencing physical pain when the person is hurt or in danger. You may or may not experience any of these things with your soulmate, but one thing is evident. There is a kind of soul tie that binds you both, a kind of connection that keeps you together. It does not matter whether you have the same personality or not, or if you share the same views on different issues. You know your soulmate by the extent to which you can do with or without them. There are certain people whose absence would make no difference whatsoever in your life. They could be gone for a while, and your life would continue uninterruptedly. This means that person was never meant for you in the first place. With the right person, there will be a void that will be impossible to fill in their absence, and you will keep pining for them until they return. Even when you are apart, you still feel connected one way or the other to the person. It is a bond that goes beyond the physical. So, you are not just attracted to their physical features. It's not about sexual emotions for you. Your affection goes beyond that. It is on the soul realm. You have a soft spot for them that you don't have to as other people, and you love them despite their faults. You might have fought and decided to go your separate ways for some time, but you still find yourself unable to function or move on without them. Some people have been known to fall sick, become paranoid, or feel depressed in the absence of their soulmates. So, a soulmate can be your strength if your relationship is properly managed, but they could also be your major weakness. It is up to you to find that person who truly completes you, and when you do, to keep and cherish them. Remember, this is one person you can be yourself with, your flaws and weaknesses notwithstanding. You can afford to be vulnerable in their presence without feeling naked. It would be just like Adam was in the garden with his wife. First, when God brought the woman to him, he knew instinctively and without a doubt that she was the flesh of his flesh and bone of his bones. He was not aware of God removing a rib from him, for he had fallen into a deep sleep. Yet, when he saw her, he knew she was the one for him. In the same way, when you find your soulmate, you just know. Things will work for your good. Life, they say, is not a bed of roses. That is, there are times that things are tough and beyond your control as an individual. But then, there is this one person that you can always call upon during some of those dark moments, and you can't just remain the same way after speaking to the person or meeting with them. Since it is a known fact that tough times don't last, but tough people do. They are there for you during your tough times, and you don't just get out of those tough times, you come out stronger and a better version of yourself. When you're with the right person, and especially if the person is a soulmate, the evidence of the person's presence in your life manifests in all areas of your life, which without a doubt is obvious to people around you. Your spiritual life gets better, your academics or career improves too, and sometimes you take courses that you never thought about. Moreover, a soulmate is someone that knows your weaknesses and strength, and does not capitalize on your weaknesses, but rather encourages you on how you can work on them, cutting away some excesses that could be a time bomb, and on the other hand, capitalizes on your strengths and stretching you for more than what you could have on your own not achieved. Same communication frequency. Not everyone communicates on the same frequency, and not everyone can understand you perfectly. However, there are certain people with whom there's no holds barred, and it's like they can see your insides and understand your heart even more than you do. With your soulmate, words are not necessary to communicate. Just one look, and they can tell what you are thinking or feeling. They know you on a deeper level than other people, and with them, you need not worry or be concerned about being misunderstood. Like Adam and Eve, who were both naked and unashamed before each other, you are not scared to be vulnerable with your soulmate. In short, they are the one person you can afford to be yourself with, without fear of condemnation or rejection. Just think about that one person you think of when you need someone to talk to, or when you just want to be comforted. That person you know would understand you even if the rest of the world doesn't. That one person you would choose to be with if the world were to come crashing. Yes, that's your soulmate and your perfect match. You don't want to lose such a person. Apart from the signs listed above, there are several other signs and methods by which people have tried to find their perfect match and soulmate, including horoscope, palm reading, and others. You can also check values, goals, and vision of the other person. Are they aligned with yours? The state of your mind in the presence or absence of that person is also an indication. Do you feel at peace with them, or is there this feeling of unrest inside of you? All these things you should look out for in a soulmate. Yet, the most guaranteed sign you can ever have is the confirmation of the Holy Spirit. He is the one that created us all, knows our strengths and weaknesses, our uniqueness and peculiarities, and He knows who is the perfect match for every individual. He can see beyond the surface, and nothing is hidden from Him, so you don't have to be skeptical or worried about finding your perfect match if it is God helping you. Remember, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. Just as God prepared Eve for Adam, He has also prepared your life partner for you in advance. You just have to go to Him in prayer and watch with all diligence. You won't miss the right person for you.